Good evening, I'm a news anchor. Our top story tonight, the world has fallen in love with pizzelles, a traditional Italian cookie made famous by Daniel DeFalcis in his viral video showing the cookies being prepared for Christmas time. These award-winning pizzelles have received praise from some of the world's top chefs, including Gordon Ramsay.
It is one of my favorite desserts. That is just utter perfection. Great job.
Pope Francis loved the cookies so much he insisted on meeting Dan in person. Dan has also been a guest on numerous cooking shows, including Martha and Snoop's potluck dinner party.
So Martha, today we're going to be making some of my famous pizzelles. Snoop and I actually talked about making organic pizzelles. But for this recipe, we're going to stick with some traditional anise.
Dan was recently interviewed by Larry King on the subject of his pizzelles. We have an exclusive first look at that interview right now.
He was deemed America's best undiscovered cook by Anthony Bourdain. He was also recently named executive chef for Bon Appetit magazine.
Thank you, Larry. It's great to be here. I never thought that a viral video of making pizzelles would lead me to be sitting across from you. The Pizzelle contest started 20 years ago with my brother and my father. It's a family tradition.
Now, how does that work for those who haven't seen it?
So every Christmas, we get together to make traditional Italian cookies called pizzelles. And we hold a contest to see whose is the best.
You have to keep winning, right?
Right. There's trophies for each place. And the winner for that year gets all the glory and the bragging rights until the next year, until we have to make them again. This is first prize. And the loser, usually Delphi, gets the Shame Award.
Shame, Delphi.
You have assistants helping you?
No, I do not. It's completely against the rules to have someone else help you make them. Although my brother doesn't seem to care about the rule. But his pizzelles don't turn out that great anyway, so...
They're kind of bland.
Exactly. You sampled a few of mine, so you can make a prediction for this year.
You win.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. I put my heart and soul into these pizzelles, and I'm constantly in the kitchen working on my culinary skills to make them better and explore new flavors.
I'm the opposite. I don't like the kitchen. I don't like to cook.
Well, initially, it was just a small part of my life, but since my pizzelles went viral, wow, what a year it's been.
Do people recognize you now on the street?
People approach me, yeah, but it's usually because they think I'm one of the Property Brothers.
Right. So what's next for you? Restaurant, cookbook?
Well, you know, my life has been blessed with a plate full of delicious pizzelles. In the past 20 years, I've had more wins, more consecutive wins, than any other candidate. I've been the most creative with all my pizzelles and presentations. And this year alone, I've been endorsed by the Pope, the President of the United States, Snoop and Martha.
Right.
What a year. Unlike my brother, Delphi, my career has not been tarnished with Pizzellegate, Russian collusion, Pocahontas, allegations. These stories and more are all in my new book that just came out, The Art of the Pizzelle, with Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy. The book's already a bestseller.
What's your goal?
Well, at this point, I would like to announce my retirement from the Pizzelle contest. Win, lose, or draw, this is my last year. I believe the time has come for me to step aside and let others submit their pizzelles for judgment. The goal of the contest was to start and continue a tradition for the family that would bring us closer together. I feel the contest has gone over the top, especially with the presentations, much like this one. I mean, who could compete?
Right.
I would truly love to see other family members and friends make their pizzelles and enter the contest without fear of intimidation. I am pleased that Lily has submitted entries in the past and has won first prize several years ago. She kept perfecting her skills, distinguishing herself from her father. Despite those gluten-free pizzelles, she had talent and the drive to become a champion, much like myself. And Joe Triani also has great potential. After all, he's Italian, unlike Pocahontas. He too has submitted entries in the past. He has great skills that I would love to see enter again and again for years to come. no doubt a winner in the future. I'm still looking forward to Deb Troiani to enter into the contest. She's known for being a great cook and deserves to be recognized. And as our family grows, I think that Dakota may be a fine competitor for this wonderful tradition. And mostly, I would like for my children to take part in the joy of making pizzelles, in the spirit and tradition of the contest. I do appreciate all the support and love everyone has given for this family tradition. I love you all very much, and I would like to especially thank my brother and my father, Carmenucci, for teaching us the real art of the pizzelle.
Dan's pizzelles were recently endorsed by President Donald Trump. Days before, the president had this to say on Twitter: "I have tremendous respect for Daniel DeFalsis. His pizzelles are the best, and anything else you hear is fake news." This was followed by another tweet where the president made a prediction about this year's contest. Dan will win bigly against Delphi this year. Huge victory. That I can tell you. Del's pizzelles are weak and phony. Sad. Yesterday, President Trump invited Dan to the White House to serve his pizzelles, and signed an executive order stating that Daniel's pizzelles are the best. Even NASA has endorsed Daniel's pizzelles by sending some to the International Space Station to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. As Pizzelle Mania continues to spread, celebrities from the entertainment world are showing their support. CMA Entertainer of the Year Garth Brooks had this to say:
Hey everybody, Garth Brooks here, putting an end to all contestants, all rumors, but Daniel's pizzelles are the best, hands down.
As the year comes to a close, Daniel DeFalsis has been selected as Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Coming up after the break, a reporter claims she has evidence that Delphi DeFalsis has been lying about his Italian heritage for years.
I've had the story for 3 years. We would not put it on the air. It was unbelievable what we had. We had everything.
What this means for this year's Pizzelle contest and more, up next.